Hi, I'm Jeff Wolfsberg, and I'm the founder and CEO of Wolfsberg and Associates. And let me tell you about one of our services that I love to talk about, which is called The Shed. When I grew up in suburban Massachusetts in the 70s and 80s, almost every household had a shed in the backyard. The shed was kind of this ubiquitous thing in the varying sizes, but it contained the lawnmower, the pool supplies, garden supplies, leftover fertilizer for the flower beds or mulch or whatever. It was a place that had a very distinctive smell of organics mixed with oil and gasoline. And my father would like to go out there and tinker. Whenever my dad was out in the shed, my brothers and I, we would run out there and join him because we wanted to take part in what he was doing. What was he fixing? What was he building? And it was our opportunity to spend time with Dad. And he would say, "Jeff, hand me that screwdriver." That's how I learned about tools. Hand me this. Let me show you how you do the throttle on the lawnmower. And almost every single time, a neighbor would drop by, or neighbors, other men in the neighborhood would see my dad out there tinkering or hear him and come by. And conversation happened naturally, organically, the way men typically like to communicate, which is not straight at each other, eyeball to eyeball, shoulder to shoulder, but side by side, centering around a purpose. Maybe we were fixing something, maybe we were repairing a chair or something, or making a bench. But some shared purpose, some shared goal, and conversation would go back and forth between what we were focused on in our lives. And I noticed that today, those types of spaces don't exist for men. So I'm recreating that space virtually twice a month, where men, you don't have to be a client of ours, but you can just utilize the shed space. Twice a month, gather for a 90-minute Zoom meeting to connect with other men who are pursuing growth in their own lives. It may be recovery from addiction, divorce, mental health struggles, recent termination from work or struggles at work. But it's a way to find and connect with other men who you can receive support and feedback from. For $29 per month, that's the subscription rate, you get access to 2 meetings a month. And they are hosted by a facilitator like myself. They'll provide structure around the meeting, and in some cases, in the beginning of the meeting, a lesson maybe to get people thinking about the content and what they want to work on. So I invite you, if you're a counselor at a drug treatment center, if you are a mental health professional, and you have clients, men that would benefit from this connection each month, I invite you to share our website with them and let them see for themselves where they can find connection with other men and that support that we all are looking for. Take care.